back to my channel and welcome to one of my favorite videos of the month, my BoxyCharm unboxing for the month of April. What's in the boxes? If you happen to be new to my channel or you just can't remember how I do my BoxyCharm unboxings, I have a twist on how I do so many of these videos. Yeah, I open up more than one box. Usually I open up 3, but as 2021 has evolved, we have learned that there are some shipping issues, probably still due to COVID, but also I think due to BoxyCharm and Ipsy merging in 2021. So I'm still missing a box, but this time not my premium, because as you can see, the big box, she's here. What I'm missing actually is my base box that I do pay for. I get one from BoxyCharm, and I get a base box that I pay for, plus the premium, and when Luxe rolls around quarterly, I get that baby as well. So usually I have 3, but right now I've only got 2 to go off of. So there's going to be another video. You're not unfamiliar with this at this point, but I wanted to get these filmed for you because before I know it, it's going to be May, and then the hype is over and May boxes are coming. Shipping. Come on, Boxy, help a girl out. The first box I'm going to be opening today is my PR box that I do get from BoxyCharm, because this is the one I've had the longest to play with, and it's got some goodies in there, I think some controversial things in there, and some things that I'm just not sure are going to work for me personally, but I could see it working for a variety of people. But if you do not know, because maybe you are newer to my videos, I not only do unboxings, long wear tests for you as long as I can when the boxes do show up, but I also go online and let you know what other actual users of these products are saying, because I'm an oily skin girl that lives in the very humid Florida weather. But you guys, maybe you're living in the Midwest, you're up north somewhere, maybe you're on the West Coast, and the variety of skin types that we have and textures, all the things, I love to give you as much information as I possibly can. So stay tuned and be subscribed for another unboxing. Hopefully, I'm really hoping for a specific eyeshadow palette in my personal base box, because that is tied to my own personal profile. And your girl loves some neutrals, and as you can tell by today's look, nothing about my face is that neutral. So let's get into all of these goodies right now. Without further ado, these are longer videos, so my friends, grab a tea, grab a snack, get comfy, because we are about to dive into this together. Cheers! Today I actually am having a nice iced tea in my wine glass, nothing else too fancy. Usually I do the water, but today I was feeling a little like I needed a tea. I do have my code below if you are interested in trying out BoxyCharm. I have even more in my description box below about all of the variety of boxes they have, because like I said, I get all 3 of them. But I'm really grateful to BoxyCharm to be able to work with them every month so I can try even more of the products. And whew, girl, this month with my PR box, I was excited to see that thanks to Easter, I think we are having some sweet treats. And I loved that everything that I got in this PR box, so it is the base box, everything is cruelty free. And I'm seeing a lot of people who don't get PR pretty much having a very similar box. So I know there's a lot of varieties with BoxyCharm. That's also why I like to give you in-depth reviews as much as I can with as many products as I can. Everything in this box was cruelty free, so I was super duper excited to get to play with every bit of this, and some skincare and body care. Skincare, body care, is that a thing? It is now. The first product I'm going to dive into isn't something that I have loved the skincare line, and I think it's specifically because of my skin type. If you are newer here, I have oily, big pored, combo-y-ish sometimes skin, and the Earth Harbor line tends to be a serum that is a bit thicker, and in the winter months I think my skin can handle it pretty okay, but I am now getting into April and May, and that tends to be when I get very oily, especially right up front. So this thicker serum doesn't tend to do too well for me. I do have it on today, but I have to be honest, I've only used this 2 or 3 times, specifically because I am working on a skincare routine behind the scenes that's a little bit more aimed at what I need, not just trying stuff. This is the Earth Harbor Naturals Aurora Superfood Luminance Ampoule. This is a $32 value. We've actually received, like I said, a few things from them before. I got a different type that was pinker toned and it wasn't the Aurora one. I had to declutter that for myself because it was making me break out just small, fine bumps. kind of on the cheek and chin area, so I knew that was the only factor that had changed as far as my skincare routine went. So I'm not sure how this is going to do. What I did notice is this says that it's supposed to give your face an illuminating superfood nutrition. It does have some cannabis sativa hemp oils in it, so I was curious to try it. I will keep you guys posted because, as many of you know, skincare requires us to use this a longer amount of time, and I've only used this a small handful of times, rotating it in when I thought my skin could handle it, because like I said, it is a thicker serum for me personally. It comes out a little bit of a greenish tone to it, and when you spread it on your skin, it actually feels really nice, but for me, as an oily skin girl, I could immediately tell the texture was a bit thicker and a bit more oily based, so I'm really concerned about that. And it does have a scent to it, and I noticed that this morning when I was putting it on as well. So again, I'm not going to know until I use this a little bit more, and let's see what some of the people are saying online though, because a lot of people can either have the same skin as me or have, you know, dry skin, and for dry skin, this may be your dream. Let's find out together. Ooh, so far it looks like it's got 4.5 hearts. I'm still just rubbing it in because, like I said, it feels so thick. I feel like I could continue to rub this in for a while. Savannah F is loving this so far. She gave it 5 hearts and says, one-time use and my skin is in love already. See, this is why I do the deep dives, because even though I'm kind of concerned for myself, I figure some of you guys will love this. I love Earth Harbor. As soon as I saw this as one of the choice items, for me it was a no-brainer, says Nichole L. Zoe M said, this item really made my skin look healthy without making it look excessively oily. Okay, that's good to know. It smells a little odd, but that is to be expected. Yeah, you will notice a little bit of an aroma, so if you are sensitive to smells, you've been warned. Amazing, hydrating, and really helped relieve my redness. Favorite item I think I have ever gotten in BoxyCharm, says Carolyn W. Whoa, that is an endorsement. Not a big fan of the smell, but it is a nice serum, says Leah M. Okay, so Amanda T may have similar skin to me. We're not sure yet, but she gave this 2 hearts and said, I picked this and I was super excited for it, but it broke my face out and it caused me to peel. Ooh, girl, I've never peeled from one of these, but I kind of, as soon as I start to notice bumps and stuff, I don't play around with it anymore. So, ooh, that's not good. Rachel T gave this 3 and a sliver into the 4th heart. I'm still not sure how you guys do half hearts. How do we do that? I don't think I've figured that out yet myself. She said the serum isn't too bad. I don't really like the earthy scent it has though. Agree. It is super hydrating and smoothing. It calms redness in my cheeks and helps reduce inflammation. It gives my skin a natural glow. It makes my skin feel sticky and oily after one use, especially if I add too much at once. Yes, I did notice that this morning and the other mornings that I've tried it as well. Since I'm sitting here on my hand for a little bit, you still can't smell it. And yeah, it does have this tact to it. I was concerned because I was using 2 serums this morning that I did get from Boxy. I have tried them separately by themselves, but I did want to try them together since I did get everything this month. I wanted to see how things could play. We're experimenting with our faces. And I did have some concerns when I was going to put on my actual makeup after the serums, even though I give things plenty of time to rest. I was concerned that there could be some makeup movement. So if you have even oilier skin than me or more fickle skin than me, and mine's kind of fickle, keep that in mind. This was really tacky and sticky for quite a while, and I definitely still feel the tact. Jennifer C said, 5 hearts, so far so good. I have combination skin, prone to acne, and developing fine lines and crow's feet. How did I get so lucky? But so far, my skin seems to really be enjoying this at night. That is another great point. I've been using this mostly in the morning, so we'll kind of see how it plays out. Maybe I'll shift it to the time of day, so that way I'm not putting other things on top. That's why we're scientists with our own faces. Stay tuned, be subscribed for an upcoming update in the videos where I give you a full in-depth review, because I'm actually working behind the scenes right now on a quarterly review. I do those here on my channel as well for like 3 months of the boxes at a of time to give you more of an in-depth review after longer use. So stay tuned and be subscribed for an update on this baby. Something that surprised me that we did get in a base box item. I would expect something like this from a Luxe box, even a premium box, but I was surprised to find a body wash in a base box. That was really shocking to me because I don't think that's ever happened before. I've been with BoxyCharm since like 2016, and I'm struggling to remember a time we've gotten something like this in a base box. This is the Terra de Mars Rendition Body Cleanser. This is a retail value of $22. This is an organic, low foaming, aromatic, soft cleanser, subtle for all skin types. Infused with bioactive ingredients such as coffee and rosemary extracts, an infusion, and with verbena oil. Together, they tone and purify and protect the skin while aloe vera nourishes and softens it. The ingredients definitely had me excited. The fact that it is cruelty-free got me excited. And when I looked up this brand on Instagram, I saw that they are made in France. So I was really excited for something that I thought would be pretty luxurious. Now, if you are new to my channel, you may not know that my husband, Adam, also lives in this tiny house with me. And he loves some of my skincare that will kind of be aimed at his needs. And he loves trying anything that he can use in the shower too. So we both have tried this product already. And for us personally, it didn't really cut it for us. This is definitely a body gel, and it doesn't really like foam up or anything. Oh, it's automatically coming out. Whoops, didn't mean to have that much. Yikes. So it's like a gel, and it doesn't actually like foam up on your body or anything to kind of get a lather. That's the word I'm looking for, lather. It doesn't lather well. So sometimes what I like to do with some of my body washes is if it's a good product that feels like it's gonna nourish, I like to shave with it, or I like to really use it after a shave to really kind of cleanse my body, have it smell good, but also feel like I'm giving something back to all of my skin. And this definitely missed the mark for me. Hold on, I gotta go get my hands wet now. Using an excessive amount, I kind of got a little bit more of a lather and bubbles than I do in the shower, to be honest. But when you're kind of in the shower just trying to put on your loofah or something, I was really not too impressed with this body wash. I don't know, maybe it's because it's a gel and maybe that's not what it's intended for. But when it said it had some aloe in it, we had just had a beach day for my husband's birthday last weekend from when I'm filming this. And I was like, oh yes, that's gonna feel great on both of our skins because we had a nice beach day. But this really just kind of just rinsed right off in the shower. You couldn't even really get an opportunity to lather. So it was okay. I'm going to use it up. But am I gonna purchase it again? No, I really don't think so. It's got a very nice clean scent. Actually, the way my husband describes this is similar to something else that we've gotten from BoxyCharm that is a little bit more luxurious. He swears it smells like Fruit Loops, and I can't disagree with that. It's not a bad scent. It's actually a very nice scent, but it definitely has a remnant, like smells a little Fruit Loopy. I definitely wouldn't spend $22 on this. And based on the fact that I noticed it was from France, I don't know, maybe that was my expectation of being really excited about a Luxe product, but it's a very small Instagram, so it seems like maybe it's a newer brand or just kind of unknown. Okay, some people hate the smell. Lisa H said, less than 1 heart. The smell of this is horrible. I will not use something on my body that smells this bad. I don't think it smells bad. I just think it smells florally Fruit Loop for me. Now I can't get Fruit Loops out of my head though. Works really well, says Emma G. Light smell leaves skin soft, says Caitlin. It doesn't have a lot of hearts though. It's only got 3.5, so I'm curious. It cleanses nicely. Not a fan of the smell though, says Sarah. Maybe this smell is gonna stop people. Okay, smells good but doesn't really lather, says Eulalie. 3 hearts. That's where I feel. I like the smell. We both like the smell. We don't like that it doesn't actually, you can't really work it up into your skin to make it feel like you're getting those benefits that it claims with the aloe and all the goodness and the coffee and all the goodness. Okay, so Alyssa had the same thought I did upon opening the box because she said she hasn't tried it yet, but it looks interesting. She said, I can't wait to see how it does. I was happy to get a body wash, something different in the box. I agree. Okay, so Tabitha said, didn't really work as a cleanser, but if you apply it after you wash, it leaves your skin smooth and smelling great. Maybe I'll try that. Maybe use it something else in the shower to lather with, because we're all seeming to notice it doesn't really give you the benefits of like a body wash where you can, you know, lather, get all soapy. Okay, so Susan has a different smell thought process. She says it smells like off mosquito spray. 1 heart. Okay, so Beverly gave this less than 1 heart and said, I do not like this. I prefer my body wash to suds up. Same. Smells great and feels just as good. I hope I don't start getting a bunch of body wash and lotions though, but it's nice every so often. I think that's why they give it a middle of the road review of 3 hearts, says Melissa B. A lot of people are either like loving the smell, like June says 5 hearts, love the smell. And then some people think it smells like mosquito spray. It's okay, wouldn't purchase again, says Ashley. Same. Yeah, this is kind of just like personal preference type of thing, which is also why I like to do these deep dives with you. Now, let's talk about some makeup, because we've gone through this box for a few minutes now, and we've definitely not gotten to any makeup yet. So I was really, really excited to see an eyeshadow palette from my girl Natasha in this box, but I do have to tell you, before I could get to that, I needed to try something that I'm curious. I think this might be polarizing. Based off what I saw on Instagram, I'm already thinking that there's going to be some low scores on this next product based on the brand, because this is a YouTuber who's pretty controversial through this past year for sure. I did try the product, so let's get into this. This is the Dragon Beauty Dragonfire Color Corrector for $25. I do not color correct a lot, I'll be honest, and I guess I mean by a lot, I mean I have tried color correcting like in 2017 maybe, and just kind of discovered it was too much work. It's another step I don't notice I need all the time. I did enjoy it with like a really cheap like Wet n Wild like little circular quad, like again 2017, a long ass time ago. So I haven't really color corrected since then, so I was kind of surprised to get color correcting items in our box. Is that becoming on trend again? Because it kind of seems to be something that kind of flows in and out of trends. I did color correct this morning and I think one other day just to see if it would help the under eyes. The shade I got here is this like lilac-y shade. Ooh, okay, so just trying to find it on the BoxyCharm website. It's got 3 hearts out of 5 already. It looks like 2 different colors can be going around, a more blue toned and a lavender tone. I'm not really sure which tone would work better for me because I don't really color correct a lot. This tended to work okay under my eyes today and on the blemish that I put it on. Seems to kind of like neutralize stuff. I even put it across my nose because I tend to have a lot of freckles and my nose tends to get a little red sometimes, so I thought maybe that would help with some hormone things. Who knows? So far it's done okay. It's not really pulled from my makeup in any way, but I also don't know if this would be better for me than a concealer, to be honest, and it is another step, so it kind of depends on what your morning routine or rituals look like. So let's see what some reviews are. I'm like okay about it, but I have a feeling it's just going to fall off my radar. And for $25, I don't think I would repurchase it because I don't really color correct. But I know some people love color correcting, or they really see a benefit if they're doing a full look. I've been doing such natural looks the past year or so that this kind of just feels like an extra step personally. But that's just me though. Elvin says 2 hearts. I don't really have a use for this. I'm not a heavy base makeup person. I use concealer as a foundation because I can never finish up foundation before it goes bad, and concealer are in smaller amounts. So again, personal preference there on her. She's like, I wouldn't use this. A bit too light for me, but still color corrects some, says Christina. I did notice this purple shade was really light, so if I did want to see any benefits, I kind of had to add it on a little bit thicker. And I specifically today did not use some of my thicker powders for under the eyes because I wanted to be able to see some of these base products today, including a primer I'm going to be telling you about from my premium box. But just hang on, we'll get there. Okay, so Lisa H gave this 2 hearts. Said, I love the idea of this, but it didn't do much of anything for my under eye circles. That's kind of how I felt about it, especially the first day. So today I kind of added more than I did the first time. So I'm just kind of like, again, experimenting with the face. Yuck, something I'll never wear, says Mandy L. Less than 1 heart. Terrible, I got the purple, something I'll never use and have no interest in, says Alyssa. This is kind of like a specific niche part of makeup, so I can see that. Fallon said, hides my bags pretty decently, 3 hearts. Wasn't a fan at all, says Leah R. Less than 1 heart. I don't like Dragon Beauty, but also this product is too pigmented. It's not necessary to have to color correct to be that pigmented. It almost hurts the color correction rather than helping it, says Jenny P. Less than 1 heart. 0 stars, says Susan A. But she had to give it something, so she wrote in there. So she gave it like less than 1 heart and said 0 stars. I needed the green color corrector, but I received the purple one. What does that even do for red acne spots and dark circles under my eyes? Question mark. So she's not vibing. I do know a couple of days ago I saw a lot of people specifically talking about this person on these reviews and on their Instagram. So I also think this was an interesting thing to put in the box if they're following the YouTube trends, which I know they do. So we'll see. We'll see how this kind of goes. I don't know if I'll keep remembering to use this or not. It's done okay today, but it is an extra step for me personally. Okay, I was really excited to see we were going to be getting some more Natasha Denona palettes in these boxes. And there were 2 going around for the month of April. And on the one in the PR box, you don't really get a choice with. You kind of get whatever they give you. And that's why I'm really wanting my base box, because I'm hoping for the other one, because this Jubilee one is gorgeous and a lot of fun to play with. I'm definitely wearing this on my eyes today. And if you follow me on Instagram, and if you don't, you can follow me right here. I did do a reel on Instagram showcasing all of these products, and I did a full eye look with just this palette, and I used all of these products as well, except for the body wash, because I'm not putting that on TikTok or Instagram. But I was surprised by these shadows, specifically because when I was looking at this palette, I was like, okay, this feels like Easter. I think a lot of us feel that way. But this shade kind of just threw me, because I was like, it's a black? I don't know about that. And then I put it on my eyes and I was like, whoa, baby, that's a teal blue. So really glad I took some extra time to play with this baby. The other palette that is going around is a more neutral toned one that I would use for everyday looks, and I have been saying I want to try more of her matte shadows because I keep getting a lot of shimmers and I want some mattes. So I'm really hoping for some more of those neutral shades that are coming. Hoping my box comes with that. Please, oh please, oh please. But today's eye look definitely features a lot of these shades. This one, this one, this one, and this one. The first 4 are definitely on my eyes today, along with another palette that I'm going to be really excited to get into in just a minute. Again, stay tuned. The Jubilee palette, though, is a lot of fun, and it's a very beautiful color story for the springtime for certain. Now, I do know some people that did get this, including some influencers. I kind of watch some videos before I get my boxes, but then I also kind of don't want to, because I don't want to be swayed either way about what other people think about them. But I did see some thumbnails of people being like, they don't like this color story. It's not natural for them. I think more people would probably, especially based on how makeup trend is kind of right now, use more of those neutral shades. That's why I'm really excited for my other box. I hope it has the neutral one. Stay tuned. But I was really enjoying playing with these, and I got this eye inspo today from one of my subscribers that I'm definitely going to be shouting out her Instagram, because, I mean, girl, you influenced this eye look today. I gotta shout you out. Lork84 on Instagram, I saw she had this gorgeous, like, pink corner wing going, and then some gorgeous yellow on her lid, and I was like, oh my god, I could totally do that with this palette and with the other palette that I got. I'm so excited. Just a minute. I'm getting too excited ahead of myself. But I was loving that idea. And then I popped a little bit of this, what looks like it's going to be black in the pan, but it pulls more teal colored. I put that under the eyes today just for a little extra pop of color for the spring. I'm going to link her Instagram below because she inspired me. She might inspire you too. But that was the eye look I put together today, and I was really enjoying it. Again, I've only had this palette for a small amount of time, but I am loving playing with more and more of the Natasha Denona shades, lines, palettes, the whole thing. So let's see what people are saying. This has 4 hearts so far on the BoxyCharm website, so let's see what's going on. Stephanie M said, love this formula. The colors really pushed me, but it worked out beautifully. Yes, I think that's how a lot of us feel, especially if we've just been very neutral girls for the past few months, a year maybe. This definitely kind of pushes you. And some of the shades don't pull the same as you think they would, like they look in the pan. For example, I thought this shade was going to be very like brown toned neutral, but when you put a brush into it and put it in your crease and on your lid, it definitely pulls a more dusty rose pink tone. One day when I was off camera, I just put this all over the lid and crease and then popped into another shade for a little bit of a shimmer and was done. It was a super easy look, but it blends great and it fluffs around well, but it definitely pulls a more dusty rose, not a taupey brown tone like I thought it would. And you can really build up some of these pink tones too. They can really get very pigmented quickly. Mary B said 3 hearts. The quality itself is great, but I'm not sure how to make these colors work together. Yeah, the Jubilee palette is a little stumping. I wish Boxy would took into consideration my preferences, but I doubt this is going to get much use from me. I did use this for I used this whole palette for a full eye look, like I said, on my Instagram, and I was able to really get together something that I thought was a lot of fun. You could just go full neutral if you need to. Again, just put this all over your lid, maybe put this a little bit in your crease, and you could be done. You don't even have to touch some of these if you don't want. Shannon M says, good payoff, decent lasting power, mostly good colors for me. Wasn't expecting the darkest shade to be a green though, based on the way it looks in the pan. I know, same. That's how I think all of us feel. Okay, somebody else is saying that they don't want these eyeshadows because they're too youthful for them, or they're tired of getting eyeshadow palettes, because we have been getting a lot. I happen to love that, but I get that some people not vibing with it. Colors blend well, says Debbie. Okay, people are kind of giving this a lot of bad scores because they don't like the combination of colors, or they're just too bright for them. This is pretty. I was hoping for something else instead. Not crazy about the colors, especially the green. I did not like the colors. The pigment, oh, and the pigment was not there, says Fallon, 1 heart. Terrible color combination. I was immediately disappointed when I opened my box. Threw it in the trash, says Alyssa. Didn't even want to sell it. Didn't want to give it away. Just threw it away. She was upset at that. She was upset. I get it. I don't think I'd throw it away, but I understand being upset. Colors are too bright. I won't use it. I don't need more eyeshadow palettes, says Emmeline. Colors aren't as opaque as I would like them to be, but this was a nice palette and a good combo of colors, says Sarah. Monica B said 5 hearts. At first I was worried, but after I played with them, I really liked them. The brown and pink and yellow together give this gorgeous sunset vibe, and I could use the teal/blue as the liner. That's exactly what I did the first time around, and kind of what I did today too. I'm enjoying this. So again, this is different strokes, different folks because of the color combo. I am still hoping for the other box to show up with the neutrals though. Honestly, really am. Now, something else that I did receive is a Laura Geller product, and I enjoy Laura Geller more than I thought I would. After being introduced to them to BoxyCharm, I've gotten some amazing blushes from them. I think I've also got a small cream face palette that I enjoy for a very neutral day in the summer. I still have to revisit that to see if I want to keep that this year. But this product, I had a lot of high hopes for. I thought it looked bougie. I thought the packaging was great. The color story was great. And then I realized it had a lot of gritty glitter in it. Can you tell I'm talking about my lips right now? Let's talk about this Battery Park Bronze lipstick that is in bougie packaging. Super pretty color tone. Like, I love a good brown orangey tone. And then when I got to using it, I think you can see here, there's a lot of glitter flecks in it. Very gold glitter flecks that are very grainy on the mouth. And honestly, as the pigment of the color wears down, like that beautiful brown tone, all you see is the glitter left on your lips. I have been filming now for about 40 minutes. I have been drinking, and I don't know if you can tell at this moment, there's a lot of glitter going on here. And I have found as I've like eaten after wearing this, and then again, the color payoff kind of just dissipates a bit, you're left with a ton of glitter. And you guys know how I felt about that glitter mask last month. That got thrown in the trash. If you've missed the video of me using disappointing products, or it was really long for you, at least check out that beginning part, because you see me go all sassy about glitter on my lips. Even now, I'm looking in the mirror over here. It's getting bossy. I mean, and then the lipstick itself looks super grainy after you use it. I can't tell if you're going to be able to pick that up on camera. It's got a very grainy portion of your indent there. I don't know. It's very grainy. Even applying it, it's a little uncomfortable. I have bigger lips too, so there's a dip in this product immediately. Like, it comes like that. And I'll be honest, I was known in like high school and college, when I would pull out my lipstick, everybody was always like, how do you make your lipstick curve like that? Because I have bigger lips, and I guess the way I press it into my lips as I would wear my favorite lipstick over and over, I would get that indentation normally. So for me, it's not a huge deal, but I can tell you, friends that have always had smaller lips than me couldn't, borrow your lipstick, which is something you did in high school that maybe you shouldn't have done anyway, but you did. It's just one of those things. I don't know. It just isn't. I think that's going to be a detractor for people too, is the swoop that's kind of built into it. If you have smaller lips, maybe that's going to be like harder for you to get it on. The graininess is really hard for me, and then how it wears down, and then you just have the gold glitter flecks. That's a bummer for me, because this is a baked lip gloss. The sticks, what is this? This is the Laura Geller Iconic Baked Sculpting Lipstick for $21. It's an artisan baked pigment and rich moisturizers that saturate the lips with creamy, vibrant colors. This is not moisturizing. It's grainy, and it's exfoliating my lips with the glitter that I don't want it to. Weightless, and it lasts all day. Disagree. Didn't read all these claims before. Didn't know I was going to get this sassy in this portion of the video. Savvy. A curved bullet shape allows for a single swipe application, providing long-lasting, high-impact wear. It lasts longer than some bullet lippies for me, but I think some of these claims, it's not moisturizing. Like I said, like I can see the grainy glitter flecks, and it looks really grainy just looking at it. So let's see what people are saying. Maybe I am in the minority on that, because I really thought this was going to be my choice lipstick going forward after I opened it. And look at the cool designs on it. It like has this dragon scaly look to it. I was like, yes, Laura Geller being all bougie. Packaging is really nice. It even has like this magnetic clasp to it. It sounds all fancy. Oh, and there's multiple different colors apparently. The shade I got was Battery Park Bronze, which I do like the color a lot. This is my color, and this is why I was a big portion of why I was so excited for this. Creamy lipstick, I just don't like the color. How is it that creamy? Maybe, I don't know. Great. Absolutely love this lipstick color, says Sherry. It's a good product, could be more pigmented though, says Jenny P. Absolutely hate metallic lipsticks. Who even wears these anymore, says Jennifer B. Less than a heart. I don't know if it's metallic, it's just that shimmer shade that I think comes through that you're like, I see individual glitter flecks. I very, very much do. Not a fan of the color I got. A lot of people complaining about the color, which is, you know, because there's like 12 shades you could get. So that's harder to kind of like pinpoint. So Katrina V said 3 hearts, like straight glitter on my lips. Would really only use this for Halloween if it was going to be dark or if I was going to be a fairy or something. Yep. Tinkerbell. Smooth application, doesn't dry out lips. Love the red color she got, says Lindsay D. I'm feeling an exfoliating thing going on right now. Makes my lips dry, says Veronica K. 2 hearts. Ah, this is a cute product. I've tried other products by Laura Geller before and I did not like them, but the lipstick was better. I'm so glad to see it's a non-liquid lipstick. There is that. And the packaging is very luxe, I feel like. Pretty, not fond of metallic ones though, says Sheikah 5 hearts. I just can't get past the glitter personally, so some of the reviews I'm thinking are some people just kind of like saying, oh, I wish I got this in my box, or it looks cool. Don't like the color, they got a purple. I can't get past the glitter at the moment, so that's disappointing for me personally. Okay, that was everything in my PR box. I'm really happy to see that a lot of this was cruelty-free. Let me see the whole value really quick. The whole value of my PR box was $148. Pretty good. All right, I don't have my base boxes, you know, but let's get into my premium that just showed up yesterday. So I've not had a long time to play with these, unfortunately, but I'm happy to give you my first initial thoughts after wearing them for an entire 24 hours. So it's not like a first impression, just put it on. It's like I had a day to play with it. You know what I mean? Last night, I was sure to use this first product that I think may have been a choice item for myself. It's always hard for me to remember those because it's like so long ago. This is the Wander Beauty Do Not Disturb Overnight Repair Concentrate. This is a $68 value, and it's formulated with 1% retinoids. So if you are not a fan of retinoids, or if you're newer to them, give your skin a little bit of time. Maybe don't wear it all night, something like that. I do use retinoids from my friends at Sunday Riley. They're my friends over there, and I love some of the products that I've gotten from them. I believe Glow Recipe too. I really was excited for this because there's not a ton of skincare that I've gotten from Wander Beauty that's been my favorite, but I'm really enjoying nighttime masks. I like to put something on at night so that way when I wake up, my skin is just ready to go, looking fabulous. You know what I mean? The packaging on this looks really nice, but last night it was giving me some sass. I couldn't get it out. Let's see if it'll come out now. It's like this, the pump is weird, and it won't give me any, there it goes, give me any product. And at one point I was trying to shake it and this whole inner tube came out. I saw its inner workings and it was a little scary. I was like, did I break it and I haven't even gotten to use it? It's a thicker moisturizing product, very thick, like just that one pump. I feel like I have a lot of product. I put this all over my face last night, down my neck and on my décolletage, and I woke up this morning with no extra acne, which is huge for an oily skin girl that has sensitive skin. I love that, and I feel like it was set up for success. I thought my skin looked pretty nice. I want to give this some more tries, obviously, before I give it a glowing review or a middle of the road review, but I was pleased considering there's not a ton from Wander Beauty that I've gotten that I've been like, oh my god, yes, give me more. You know what I mean? It's a very thick cream though, so I was really happy to see that it took a little to go a long way for this, especially for that price point. That's 70 bucks. See what other people are saying about this product. I am enjoying it thus far. It also has a nice spa-like scent to it. It's a little earthy. Jessica G said 5 hearts, very hydrating. Excited to keep using it to see how this works longer. That's right, Jessica. We need to give this time before we can make a big decision. I suggest if you haven't used a retinol before to use this once a week for 2 weeks and then 2 times a week after the first month, and then you can move up to 3 times a week. Look at you, Jessica, helping out your friends. I love that. Love it. I definitely feel like it's already working, says Christina. 5 hearts. The smell and feel of it is so good, says Jen C. 5 hearts. Love this product. Love this product. Lots of love this products. I love products with retinoids. Me too. I can't really tell how good this one is just yet, but I don't think it's going to be strong enough for my liking. I'm going to give it a fair shot though. Yeah, it is only 1%, so this is probably a good introduction if you are not someone who's used a lot of retinoids before. Love this, leaves my skin so soft and hydrated, says Ricky. I love skincare products, kind of early to tell, but I am not a fan of the smell, says Tarjana. Sorry if I'm saying your name wrong. I could see that. So far we just learned some people like it. The smell is a little bit of a detractor. If it's got a retinoid in it, be cautious with it, and we need more time. Something else I got, and I'm pretty excited about this because I do like this brand. This is a Murad toner, and I've never had a toner that was in this spray form before. This is the Murad Hydrating Toner for $35. It's an ultra hydrating alcohol-free toner. Instantly balances the skin's natural pH while lifting impurities to enhance the benefits of treatment that follow. I recently purchased in the Ulta 21 day sale a Murad moisturizing SPF. So I was really happy to see even more products from Murad that I have used for years. I've really enjoyed their line. I, again, only got this yesterday, so I used it this morning after using this at night, and I did find that I could spray this down after cleansing my face and then go on with the other serums that I was using for this video and just kind of go about my day. It didn't detract from anything, but again, it is a skincare piece, so give me some more time to play with it, but let's see what people are going to say online. Melissa B said, definitely thought this was going to be a pass for me, but I have been using it twice a day when I do my skincare, and I've really been enjoying it so far. I'm using the Murad AH and BHA cleanser for years now, and the Murad moisturizer for about a year, both with this same hydration line. So I don't know why I thought it would be a fail. I'm not big into toners, so maybe that's why. Toners always do feel like that extra step that we don't necessarily need. But I feel like this is now going to be a staple. I really like that it's a spray, so no using cotton pads. Yes, all of my toners are all spray, pour outs where I either need a cotton pad or put it on my hands, so whatever. So this is actually really nice. I love anything Murad, not disappointed. This is a really great brand. I feel like we have a lot of skincare to get through, which is actually a good thing, but sometimes I feel like you kind of can't do it all together, so it's really hard as a reviewer here, especially when I'm letting you know after trying stuff how things are going, so kind of bear with me as I'm going through these, and definitely stay tuned for the quarterly reviews, because that's where you're going to get even more information, because I do have another serum here to tell you about. Okay, this doesn't seem to be on my card, but I'm pretty sure this is a choice item. Unless I'm just missing it here on the card. This is the Glow Skin Beauty Hydra Brightening Serum Drops. Hydra Bright Alpha Albutin Drops. It's got lactic acid, all kinds of good stuff in it, but I am not seeing it here on my card. So I'm going to scroll through the website to be able to give you a price. Am I crazy? Because I am not finding this. I'm not finding this on their website either. Maybe I'm just missing it and really confused, so I can't really give you any reviews for this, but I'm pretty sure this was a choice item. Was this something delayed? BoxyCharm's been all over the map lately, so I'm really struggling to keep it all straight. Okay, I'm doing a full Google search for this now. This has happened to me before. Okay, now I'm able to find it, but it's not listed on any of their stuff. Oh my gosh, they're just killing me. Nothing special here, says Mary G. Don't really use it. Not sure what it's for, says Shelby. I didn't expect the smell to be so strong. It is more of a thicker product, as you can see. It does have a very strong scent, and it's not, I don't know how to describe that. It's not floral. At first I was going to say citrus, but it's not. It's very chemically. Not fond of how it smells, says Rebecca. It doesn't do anything for me. The texture is okay. I think this was part of what was also keeping my skin sticky this morning, though. Hydrates, but can't handle the scent, says Lisa. Yeah. I love this, even more so with the nicer weather coming. It really brightens my face. That's why I think I was picking this, was to hopefully see how it could help brighten, like a vitamin C maybe, but I don't know. Ooh, it's also very thick. A little bit goes a long way. Definitely has a, oh, you don't even need to get your face that close. Why'd you do that, Nichole? I don't know. This is very intense smell. Sheesh. Yeah. I had this on under my skin, under my makeup today. I've definitely not been reaching for this a lot, though, since I've gotten it. So we shall see. It smells so gross, says Alexandria. I love it. I see a difference in my skin. The first day or two, it burned slightly, but not anymore. And my skin is smoother and clear. I see brightness. Would buy this product, says Shayna. So stay tuned to see if I keep using this, because this one's, I couldn't even find it on my cards. I'm so confused where you came from. Obviously, it's way too soon to tell if it's going to be doing any brightening for me anyway, so stay tuned. Let's talk about this primer that I got from Fenty, and of course, since I just got the foundation from Fenty last month, I had to pair the two together today. And I also recently got the powder. I was supposed to get that in January. It's a loose powder in the shade Cashew. It's also part of the Pro Filter line. I was supposed to get it in January, but it did finally deliver in March, so I have been loving being able to try more of the lines from Fenty, from Boxy, which is super nice because then it's like you're getting it for free almost. Well, you're not, but you're getting a deal. This is the Pro Filter Instant Retouch Primer. After hearing that this is supposed to help with your pores, you guys know I have bossy pores, I was really excited to play with this, especially because I feel like the foundation isn't the best at masking my pores, especially on my nose. This is a $32 value, and it's a universal makeup primer for all skin types. This is the Shine Stopping Pore Diffusing Primer that smooths the way for better foundation application. So when I read that, I was like, then I need you. I need you in my life, because even your sister product doesn't help me with that. So, and I also have, bossy pores. I need things to look good. So I tried this on the back of my hand at one point when I first got this yesterday. Before I had any makeup on, I was like, my hand looked masked and gorgeous. And I was like, I'm putting this on my face. So I did. I think it did a really good job of just kind of layering everything down. It spreads really evenly and nicely. A little bit here on my hand. Mine is in the shade Soft Matte. I did notice it said that on the box, so I thought it might be worth mentioning. It has this little bit of a luminosity to it, but it really works and absorbs into your skin pretty nicely. Yesterday, I feel like my makeup did okay. I had more of a natural face on because I kind of wanted to see that pore, blurring effect, and it did okay. It's probably not the best, but I am still working on some skincare behind the scenes. So again, this is something that I wanted to investigate more. Today, I use this not only with this foundation, like I said, but also a drugstore foundation that I know was helping this a lot, especially in that nose area. It's the Milani Conceal and Perfect. I comboed these today. This one's a little too light for me, so I needed something anyway to kind of assist for color. And I'm not mad, especially knowing how thick of the serums are that I have on underneath all of this. This is a lot of thick serums for my skin. Again, oily, combo-y in certain areas. And I don't think it is like detracting in any negative way by any means. Everything looks pretty good. Now, I'm wearing a lot more makeup than I have historically over this past year, so I'm still kind of adjusting my mindset too. So I think things are looking pretty nice. It is looking pretty smooth, pretty even, considering I'm not used to wearing this much makeup, and I feel like we're getting a lot of like makeup from BoxyCharm lately. So when I'm pulling these things back out, I'm kind of like, readjusting my mind frame from being natural looks to a little bit more glam, a little bit more makeup on kind of situation. Let's see what other people are saying about this. So happy to get this. A lot of people were really hyped to see this. Fenty is hit or miss in my book, says Meg in T. That's her name. Meg in I-N-T. Designed for a younger generation faux show. I should not have a problem with pores! Exclamation points. I do have dry skin that this will most likely make worse. 2 hearts, so she's not feeling this so far. First time getting Fenty, says Gen C. I love the smell and feel. It was fine, says Emily. 3 hearts. I didn't really notice a difference in how my foundation performed. I love it and it's lightweight, says Selena. Melissa B said, I didn't think I would like this because I don't like my skin to be super matte. So I never really use mattifying foundations and I'm very picky about mattifying primers. This was pretty nice though. It's somewhat smoothing and not overly mattifying. I will probably get some good use out of it during the summer months. It just arrived in time for this Florida heat. That is so true. Smooth pores, says Nina. Love, I've been wanting to try this. Goes great for under the eyes when the mascara slips, says Chastity. Feels good on the skin. A lot of people are really loving this. So give me a little bit more time. Again, I've had it since yesterday. Okay, so let's talk about another Natasha Denona eyeshadow palette that I was super excited to get. I did pick this as my choice item. This is the Coral eyeshadow palette. Now, Nichole of 2016, 2017, and a little bit into 2018, this would have made her cry almost because corals were my jam. When I was learning about ColourPop and learned how inexpensive but quality their shadows were, I think I bought all of these shades in their Super Shock shadows and any palettes I could get my hands on. I actually think, now that I say that out loud, I think I have a ColourPop palette that would almost be a dupe for this. This is the You Had Me at Hello palette from ColourPop, not too far off, and really, the Element of Surprise palette here even has that iridescent-y, shimmery, purpley, yellow, purpley, pinky tone, right? I mean, my golly, I have a type. Or at least I did have a type. I honestly haven't touched those palettes in a while. I've been trying to decide if I want to declutter them or not, and now I have something to kind of replace that palette almost. So, just thought about that here on camera organically. Whoops. This is a $48 value, and I, again, only got this yesterday to play with, but I definitely used that in assist with this palette this morning. I also used this just yesterday by itself. I really loved this coral tone to kind of build up in the crease. I used this on my lids yesterday. Used this gorgeous, this is the shade Dakota, I'm not too sure, or it's Lyra, one of the two, to really kind of like work in that outer corner, kind of fluff it up into the crease a bit. Put this all over the lids, really, really pretty. Today, obviously, I needed to go into some of these for you, because when you get Jubilee, you gotta show up a little bit. So I played with these two together. I think these would be a great combo to put together, kind of ongoing for a bunch of different looks, actually. A little bit of swatching for you. I didn't even swatch that other one for you. I mean, that might be criminal. Ooh, these are so creamy. We have a lot of beautiful shades here. Oof. Oh, whoa. Oh. She's real pretty. I mean, there's just no denying it. So I kind of haven't been pulling into those shade ranges, the coral family, as much as I had in those, 2016, 2017, 2018. But I feel like that's kind of where eyeshadow's kind of going back to now that we're kind of been very neutral and now we're playing back into colors again. So I've been really enjoying playing back into some of these pink tones. Certain shades I always worry make me look a little sickly, but I think these really, kind of go really well. Just for fun, do you want to see some swatches with this? I'm sure you do. You're like, why didn't you swatch this earlier? I'm sorry. Give them something to swatch about, right? I mean, so darn pretty. A lot of fun for spring. Now that I'm all swatched up, let's see what other people are saying about this coral palette. Again, I've only had it a day, but so far I'm really enjoying playing with this color story. I think that it lasts really well on the lids so far. The pink tones may tend to stain just a smidge, so if you are someone who's sensitive to that or you have fairer skin, maybe put down a primer or something. This is getting, so far, 5 hearts. So happy to receive this, says Cheyenne, one of my favorite eyeshadow formulas, so amazing, says Jessica G. Steffi says, I am in love with these colors, so beautiful. This one's probably way more approachable too than that Jubilee palette that we got in the base, so I can understand why more people may be giving this a lot more love than the other one because it's much more approachable. Great colors, says Lila. Pretty colors, says Amy. Melissa B said, this palette is beautiful. The purple topper shade is gorgeous to go over so many different shadows. I'm probably going to pull out all of these shadows in my Natasha Denona 5 palettes and put them into a Z palette so I can mix and match more. Oh, so she's going to like take all of them and make them into one big palette. Love this brand, says Natalia. Shadows are very high quality, pigmented, perfectly carrying on, and excellent resistance. Yeah, this is just getting a lot of 5 hearts. Like, just nothing but a bunch of yeses and thank yous, and I loves it. So it is definitely a contender for a lot of people's maybe favorite palette of the year. Maybe, let me know. Something that I did have on yesterday, but I didn't put it on today, mostly because I feel like the eye look was just enough all on its own, is this Dose of Colors liner. And I was actually really happy to see that this is in the shade Dark Roast, which meant it wasn't black, which I like a good black one, but we always get black. So I was really excited to see that went with this pretty well, because it's kind of like a red burgundy tone, but it's much deeper than that. It's really nice. I wore this liner yesterday with this eye look and just kind of did half of my eye and then just did a tiny wing just for a little bit of a natural line that wasn't too much but just complemented well, and I thought it was really cute. This is a $15 value. This is a long-wearing creamy eyeliner that glides on really easily, and it has a built-in sharpener too, which is really nice. So that way, after maybe you've been using it a while and it's no longer got that point to it, you can just sharpen her up so it's a lot easier to get those finer tips on those outer wings, things like that. I'm really enjoying this shade a lot. Sometimes when we get Dose of Colors, there's only so many things I have liked from that brand, unfortunately. But so far, I think this does pretty well. It's pretty creamy. It's got this like purpley red tone to it. So I feel like it's kind of fun just to have a little bit of variety for our, you know, beauty collections. Oh, there's also a Dose of Colors lip liner roaming around. This is an eyeliner, right? I didn't use this wrong, did I? No, it says eyeliner. I did this one right. So there's variety going around, as we know. Dose of Colors, there's a bunch of different shades going around, so you could end up with a black potentially, I think. Very impressive eyeliner, says Sandra C. It's so nice to get an eyeliner that isn't black, says Sandy B. I feel you, girl. I received a beautiful green. Ooh, I would have loved a green. They also make it in waterproof. Nice. I got a brown one, a little disappointed because I got a Stila brown eyeliner a few months ago. Fair. I love colors in eyeliners, says Emily. I would really have loved it if it was a liquid liner and I got a brown. I always wear black, says Liza. I get it. I kind of like sometimes having a creamy one. I do prefer a liquid liner if I'm going to be doing like a dramatic wing, but because it's colored, I tend to just accent with this. You could use it in your waterline, under the eyes, or on the lids, whatever you want. I kind of enjoyed this. So I also received these Incredible glosses, and these have some crystals infused in them, which I thought was pretty unique and interesting. These are Incredible Cosmetics Crystal Ball Roller Gloss Duos for $24. The glossiest roller ball to date has landed with a crystal roller ball to cool and soothe the lips. They kind of tell you what each one is supposed to do with its infused properties, because this one is a quartz and this one is an amethyst. This has only 3 hearts so far. I kind of thought these were cute. You could see that the roller ball is also one of the crystals. Since I have this glittery thing on, I'm not sure how well this is going to go together, but we'll see. Kind of getting all over. Kind of expected that. That's okay. They're okay. They're not like super hydrating or anything though, at least not that I've noticed. I've been trying them since I got them yesterday. Not that long a time, but kind of could feel like a bit of a filler product. So I'm wondering if that's why so far there's only 3 hearts. Let's see. It's just okay. It's a typical lip gloss, says Sandra C. Not a big fan of glosses, says Brianna G. Cute concept, and I'd love to be able to use it, but I can't get either one of them, the lids, to open because they're too tight. Okay. I don't care for this to be in any of my boxes, says Vanjie, 1 heart. It's not bad, says Corrine, 2 hearts. I mean, it's a rollerball thin gloss with some rocks in it. They aren't crystals, and even if they were, it doesn't do anything. It feels cooling going on, but that's just about the end of it, and because of the top of the roller, though. The product is so thin and rubs off super easily, and it doesn't last. I'll use it up because I have dry lips, and I'll take anything, but I would never buy it. Yeah, I agree with that. And how much is this? $24? Heck no. Heck no. I would have been more excited about these had they been better ingredients in them, not just made in China. I am also allergic to several of the ingredients, says Sarah. Too sticky and wet on the lips, but a nice concept and roll-on application, says Christina J. I agree with that. She gave it 3 hearts. I feel like I'm back in the 90s, says Sherry. Yeah, I've heard 90s are kind of back on trend. I like lip gloss, but not enough product comes out of the roller balls. Yeah, I do notice I have to keep like applying. So this is a $222 value box. Pretty nice. Some things in here, it's kind of like I don't know what I would use. I think this came in here, but now I'm confused where this even came from. But there's some really great items in here that I am excited to play with even more. How you doing, Natasha? Guys, thank you so much for going through these boxes with me. Again, I am waiting on my own base box, so stay tuned and be subscribed if you want to know which palette I got, the other products I received. I will still go through those with you, maybe as an extra video or something. And yeah, this has been a lot of fun swatching with you guys. So thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you got down below. I'm dying to hear because there's so many varieties in these boxes that maybe you have something that you're like, Nichole, I was hoping you'd get this. Maybe you'll still get it coming. Like, get this thing from the pop-up. Get this thing from the add-on. Tell me below all the stuff that you're loving. Thank you guys so much for watching. And if you happen to be new to my loud, weird, crazy, unique channel, hi new friends. I hope you take a quick moment to hit that subscribe button down below so you don't miss out on the updates I'm going to be giving you on the skincare, the makeup, the whole thing. Bye friends.